Welcome to the first episode of the Safety Third podcast that's been recorded inside of a vehicle.
Oh, that's where we are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I was wondering.
This is a 1998 Ford Taurus station wagon, the first car I ever bought, and I thought it'd be big enough to have us all cram in it for a podcast, and I was about half right.
It almost is. It almost is.
I'm very comfortable in here.
Yeah, you guys got the good seats. We got the.
These aren't great.
Yeah. But I wanted to intro this episode with something very special because in the back of my car is a chicken nugget that has been in the back of my car for I think about 18 months now.
What?
It's right down there.
Oh.
Can we take a look at this?
Yeah.
I mean, can I move
Is there a
it?
camera on it?
I
Can the
should.
audience see it?
I could hold it up to the camera, or should I film with my?
I'll move it.
Okay.
What's the main camera that we're looking at?
Are you on the wide
Any
right
of
now?
them that you can see.
Okay. Let's get some of this trash out of the way. Do you want me to hold it up? I could do it on my cell phone
Wait,
too.
it might fall apart if you hold it up.
Yeah, I'm scared of touching it. Have you got my toes in the background just for comparison? Which one looks filthier? 18-month-old
No, they
bug.
both look very tasty.
Your toes look
Your
much
toes
filthy.
are more than 18th month.
Should I film my close up of picking it up? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a camera phone.
Do you want me to hold it? Oh, wait.
Okay, so this is the chicken nugget, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it into the box of brand new chicken nuggets, and you guys are gonna have to guess which chicken nugget is the old one.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be
tough.
difficult.
Okay.
Are you going to mix them
Russian
up?
roulette.
You got to mix them up.
Yeah, I'm not looking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's hard
blind test.
It's hard
Yeah,
to tell.
blind taste
first.
test. Yeah, I'll eat one regular nugget and the 18-month-old nugget, and we'll see if I can tell the
Kind of
difference.
arrange the nugget. Yeah.
It's fucked.
Okay.
Doing a 3-card Monty shuffle.
Hmm.
Are you ready? Huh.
Okay, guys,
Wow.
which one of these chicken nuggets is the 18th month old chicken nugget?
You know,
They all look 18 months old to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of tricky.
I think it's this one.
I think it might be this one.
I feel like there's like a cat hair on one of them. That could be. That doesn't really prove anything.
No.
That could have just come in the box. Yeah.
So it's the one that's whiter and looks way different than the other ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought white and
It's the one right in the middle.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Anyways, that's what happens when you leave a chicken nugget in your car for
It's
18
so
months.
Skinny. It looks like a potato chip. Like it turned into like a weird jerky.
I think it looks delicious.
Do you think it's hard, or has it still got some like bounce?
I don't know. I mean, I
I think someone needs to eat it. Someone needs to
No,
take
we
a
have
bite.
to keep aging it. No, you can't eat it. You have to give it
Why?
to like your
I'm-
kid on their 18th
But if
birthday.
you keep saying you're going to keep aging it, when does it stop? You have to
Yeah.
stop aging it at one point in your life.
Yeah, and
Alan.
it's not now. It's not now.
When?
20 years.
20 years.
Will's not living that long.
We'll have we'll have the Safety Third podcast 20 years from now.
18 months is already 20 nugget years.
So if we want to taste it, we could taste it by just cutting a small portion off of it now and then
Yep.
aging the rest of it.
Yeah.
Does somebody actually want to take a bite out of this? This is
Yeah, I'll
horrendous.
take a
I'll
bite.
have a little bit.
Oh,
It
geez,
looks
we're
like one
all
of those
gonna do
things
it.
that it just like eventually grows itself back. So you cut off a little bit and the spores will expand.
It's like a starfish.
Yeah.
It's like a-
I don't think there's any. I think it's going to taste like bark or cardboard. There's no life left in this thing.
Okay, should I do it? Am I gonna die of like E. coli?
Yeah,
Oh,
what-
that's
do
a
you-
question
which
for
one of you?
Bernard.
Which one of you are scientists?
Oh, there a
Botchos.
big chunk came off of it over there. Oh, it's
That's
actually
just the
falling
breading.
apart. You want to try and
Whoa.
actually
So that's the meat part, and then this is the bread part. The bread part is falling off. The meat part kind of looks like a kitchen sponge.
Oh god.
You
What
take
if
a
you
little bite out of
die?
it.
What
Take
if
a-
you die?
You're not gonna die. Take a little bite out of it.
How do you know you're not going to die?
Cause I'm not a doctor, but I've watched them on TV before.
Oh yeah.
Do it.
On the M50? Yep. Okay, it's on me.
Do it.
All right, I'm William Osman, and this is the 18th month old chicken nugget.
Little bite. Oh, that didn't look bad.
It sounds nice. Sounds crunchy.
It looked
Yeah.
chewy. Doesn't look hard at all.
Does it taste like anything?
Oh my god.
Wait, we're not all taking a bite, are we? It's not
Oh,
gonna
it's
last.
so much more yellow on the inside.
Oh, but
Wait.
you're not gonna swallow?
Oh my god.
Chicken.
It was like eating a rock.
Alright.
It was like a piece of gravel like crumbling apart in my
How
mouth.
does it get so much more yellow on the inside? Okay.
Was there any taste?
Which one's the appropriate camera to stare down the barrel of?
I guess the white one.
Oh, that was a big bite. Save some for 20 years from now.
That was a big one.
Oh, it's crumbling, it's falling apart.
I really didn't like it. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like sand. Here, spit it out.
I'm not meant to swallow it?
No.
Well, I can't get any of that out of my teeth. That's just caked in. I've got a 18-month... Oh.
Do I have to eat it as well?
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Sounds like you're eating a cookie.
Well, you got earwax in your mouth.
Oh, it does look like earwax. Oh, that's a lot less appetizing now that I'm thinking
I'm
about
sorry.
it. Like
What's
earwax.
wrong? What's wrong, sweetie? You're not enjoying your chicken
Yeah, I don't
nugget?
like that.
Spit it in the back then. God, it looks like eggs.
Oh, it's falling apart. Oh, God. This is a massacre. We're only going to have about half of this left by the time this
I'm kind of.
It'll grow back.
I can't imagine how much worse it's gonna get.
Why is it? It's kind of tastes
Well,
spicy.
but now it's going to mix.
Okay, wait,
That's some
wait,
kind of
wait,
mold.
okay, so
Spicy.
wait,
Watch,
I'm gonna,
my whole mouth's gonna start seizing up. My nerves are gonna start dying as the botulism. Like,
all right,
Whoa.
I'm gonna eat
Botox.
fresh one as a control
Yeah.
first.
what?
Okay.
Why do
Do
you
it
have to do the
after.
good one?
Yeah, I want to do a good.
All right, here's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I know what a
check
fresh
you gave it a
nugget
bad one.
tastes like.
It tastes
Okay.
exactly the same.
Really?
It actually tastes
Kind of
similar.
salty.
It's very
kinda
funny comparing
chickeny.
it.
It's very very artificial. You can taste like the preservatives and the salt. Okay, so now I'm gonna try the aged nugget, 18-month aged, and see if it's better.
Don't eat it. Please don't
I don't know
swallow.
what you guys are complaining
Oh,
about.
hey!
That's actually,
No, I think you should have eaten this nugget first because it does actually taste the same.
Yeah.
You just don't realize how horrible
Yeah, now
nugget
Yeah,
I've
is.
now that I
eaten
tasted this one, it actually
no,
tastes
there's actually,
the same.
it's like, it's not bad at all. I don't know why you guys are complaining. It reminds me of like oh, dude, if you dip this in the barbecue sauce, 100%, you wouldn't even tell the difference. You're like, oh, this nugget's a little crunchy for some reason, but it would taste exactly the same.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much similar to an actual nugget that tastes. So, I mean,
It
the
kind of
question
reminds
is
me
then-
like a bugle or something, you know, like you're like a corn
Like a
snack
little-
of something, like a corn
Yeah.
Yeah.
snack of something.
The barbecue sauce is doing all the heavy lifting.
That makes me
Yeah.
wonder how old these things actually are. Because like these are the new ones. They could be like
17
10
months.
years old. Yeah.
17
Maybe they age them and then just kind of hydrate them somehow, make
Here,
them kind
you
of.
can save that for the future.
Put that
for
back on the floor
posterity.
where it
Put it back where it
belongs.
was.
Dude, it even looks the
Look
same
how much-
now. Oh yeah, you leave it in
Like
the
beef
Look
jerky.
how much thinner the patty is on the dried one. Like the breading constitutes most of the thickness. It's like gone.
I think Will would just intermittently over 18 months just suck the moisture out of his nugget. Just every now and then.
All right, Nugget is going back into the car and will come back in another maybe 18 years.
20 years, yeah.
20
20
years.
years. I like how you're always conducting science experiments, even with your rubbish. You're like, I could pick that up, or I could try that in 18 months and see what happens.
We're going to have a whole food channel in a couple of years.
The thing is, we've all bitten it now, so there's some weird little like bits of our bacteria on there. Who knows what we got?
What if it grows into one of us?
That'd be
cool.
Yeah.
Either like have a kid.
Yeah.
Would you still eat it if it grew to one of us, Will?
Definitely. I've been wanting to eat one of you guys for a while now.
What a horrible question.
What? It's a valid question.
It is. It could
It's
happen.
a possibility.
Only if
Yeah.
it wanted me to eat it.
Okay.
What's the question?
Oh, wait, so it's,
If it-
it's sentient.
If it grew into me, I think I would want you to eat me. So
Oh,
that
you
solves
wouldn't?
that. No, I would. I would.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I think that solves that.
I saw a
Well, that's
question
nice.
on Reddit the other day that was a sentient toilet. Would you rather the sentient toilet enjoy you going to the bathroom in it or hate you going to the bathroom in it?
Enjoy.
Yeah,
for sure
enjoy.
enjoy. Yeah. I feel like it.
Like it talks
But you
to you.
don't know. Why you don't
I don't
You
know.
want to hate it?
Well, because it would make me.
life horrible.
Yeah, but it would make me feel uncomfortable about shitting, knowing that. Because, like, if there was a human that enjoyed me shitting on them, I wouldn't like that. But I guess
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
to.
but you'd rather shit on a person that didn't want you to shit on them.
No, I guess I would.
Yeah,
I guess
see?
I would. I wouldn't like either of them. That's what I'm saying. You guys said it like you would enjoy both of them.
No.
I feel like if I was just a little more sadistic, I'd enjoy the toilet more if it didn't want to. You know, I was like, take it. And the whole time it's like going, no,
Give me
it's like,
more.
going away. I'd rather, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
the
it's better
toilet's
if it has,
screaming
yeah.
for more.
It's like when you're not in the bathroom, you just hear it shouting from like behind the door, like shit on me.
But imagine how bad it would be, like when you're doing a poo, but because you're sick or you're throwing up or like you're and then the toilet's enjoying it while you're in pain, then you would feel horrible. You'd be like, fucking shut up.
Yeah.
Like I'm pooing because I'm sick. I'm hating every moment of this, and the toilet's like
gobbling.
yes, give me more.
I've always enjoyed pooing when I was sick
Why?
because you just flush so much out. Like it's this ultimate release.
Like a cleanse.
Yeah, I feel like there's no bad. Oh, I guess there is a bad poo. No, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Chili would be. Yeah,
Spicy
that's
poo.
the one.
Spicy
One time we ate the Atomic Wings at Buffalo Wild Wings and had like a 6-hour car ride the next day. It was the worst 6 hours of my life. It was just like this constant burning sensation, and every time we stopped to get gas, it was it was bad. It was. It was, when you're like your lips get really spicy.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have probably all experienced this.
So I've never had chili poos.
I can't believe that.
His
I
body
absolutely
just
can't believe
cleans
that.
it out
What's the
somehow.
spiciest thing you've ever eaten?
I eat really spicy food.
and it doesn't.
It doesn't. It
just-
never burns my ass when it comes out.
Dude, could I get a fecal implant from you?
Yeah.
I would totally. If
Do
they
Do you reckon
meant
that
like.
would transfer?
Maybe.
Maybe his ass nerves are just destroyed.
No, I think it's the.
It was from the abuse as the kid.
I think it's
As the kid.
the mutant bacteria in his butt. I think it's the mutant
No, he's
bacteria.
got
I
the old
want it.
cauliflower butthole from boxing.
The viewers don't understand that.
Yeah, we're watching. So you just did your fight.
Yeah.
And we're back. We're in LA now, and we were at Jake Laser's house watching.
It's like
what was it?
UFC or some MMA or whatever. Yeah.
And their ears get like huge. Like what is like cauliflower?
They look like Shrek ears.
Yeah.
I don't know what it actually is. Is it
bubbly.
like ruptured just like
Yeah, I think
skin
the
or
cartilage gets messed
cartilage or
up, and
muscle?
it can't turn back into the
Yeah.
normal shape.
So what is it like? The cartilage just like gets like torn or bruised, and it kind of like fills in the
And then
gap.
you
Yeah, I
probably
think
get-
it's like
it's like
scar
gross.
tissue.
Scar tissue
Yeah,
is probably it.
I think.
Because their ear, like some of these guys' ears will just like stick way out, like very. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's boxing is the more you experience of it. Should we talk about the boxing match? I feel like we should.
Yeah.
The post match.
Post match.
Because that was like sort of like 2.5 weeks of our
Yeah.
life in Florida, just leading up to it,
Leading
and coming
up to
back,
that.
and yours was like 6 months.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it just finished,
Yeah,
and then we're just done, and we're like,
and you're like never again, and then a couple weeks later you're like maybe again.
well, because it's weird having such a strong purpose in life, and then when it just leaves, you're like, oh, this is what normal life is like again. You're like, fuck, send me back to battle. Like, I want to go back. Like, I know what it's like to be a soldier.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
You miss the feeling. I feel like I get it. It's like there's something that sort of, people always think about, the destination and this and that. Like working out to stay fit kind of sucks compared to working out for like a goal. Like when I used to run in cross country, it was to race, right? It's
Yeah.
not like working to stay thin. It was like working to get fast to, prove yourself in a race. And so not having a goal, now I basically just don't work out at all.
Well, you should do the boxing match.
Well,
then. Your
that's
purpose.
literally why I thought about doing it the first time, was just as an excuse
Yeah.
or motivation of like, I don't want to get my ass kicked, so I have to work out. And so I definitely envy it, but I don't envy the horror stories you hear of like,
Getting punched in the
Brain
Oh,
damage.
Alex looks fine. You look
he looks
fine.
fine, but he's like noticeably dumber now.
Yeah, exactly. But that wasn't because of the match on the final night. That was from the sparring
The training.
before. Yeah,
And
exactly.
also like lack of education.
Yeah. I mean, but we weren't including that. Just talking about boxing.
sorry.
In fact, I cannot read. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's because of the box. I can't read because I boxed,
Yeah.
not because I didn't go to school. It's because I boxed.
Do you reckon people take up boxing to save face from like not being able to read beforehand?
I'm just being dumb.
I think that
No, it's definitely because the only people that do boxing are either
they don't think about the
they
consequences.
don't think about the consequences and they have
Yeah.
I don't know, low IQ. They're just really impulsive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there's definitely a trend. I don't know what it is, but you could sort of, it kind of makes you question the whole sport too when you see like your average person sort of like where they came from in the financial situation. It seems like boxing is a very it's some like gladiator vibe. you know?
Yeah. Well, a lot of them, especially in the third world countries, it's definitely like I need to fight my
Yeah.
way out of here
Oh,
and
God.
beat everyone up until I'm the best in my country.
That was like Mike Tyson, right? Like
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's motivation was essentially like if he didn't keep winning, then he didn't really have a life. So he like
He was right.
he punched people very hard because of it. So I mean, you think you would be down for Creator Clash 2?
I'm not sure. I think I've said yes to it, but I want to keep training, see who my opponent is, because part of the if anyone doesn't know, I won the fight quite easily. It sounds like I'm shit talking. No, it wasn't real that much of a challenge. So part of me is just like, I want a bit.
Oh, you want to get beaten up.
But then I know I don't want that. Like, I don't want to get punched in the face. So it's like,
yeah, it's gonna be a guy punching you in the nose and feeling a crack and going, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You had the advantage over James. You fought the odd ones out, James, and you are taller than him.
Yep.
And your natural weight is heavier than him.
Yep.
And basically the day before, like the few days before the fight, there was like low sodium and less water.
And less water.
And so your body is just like shedding water weight. It's kind of like the whole like wrestling and boxing like weight dropping is so bizarre. Like it kind of makes sense.
I
right?
don't think it makes sense because it's like if you're willing to allow opponents to do that, why even have the weight categories at all when you can drop 20 to 30 pounds from a water car?
Because it's still like a window at least.
I think I'll put it this way. What are your guys' speed limits in Australia?
How does it translate?
So it's like 110 kilometers an hour, which is probably
how fast do you drive? Do people drive over the speed limit a little bit?
a little bit, but not
Like
much.
5 over?
Yeah,
5 to
5
10.
over is kind of normal.
So now what if it was like 115 and they're 5 over, or 120 and they're 5 over? So here is like people go like 15 miles an hour over the speed limit in the States. So it's like if it's 65, people will basically go 80. I don't want to say on the high end, but that'll sort of like be the average high end. People still speed way faster than that. But if you keep raising that, it's just still going to be another 15 on top of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the same thing with boxing, where it's like they have to draw the lines. Like if you can lose that much water weight, then fine, be it.
Yep.
But otherwise, people will just totally put themselves in like the wrong weight class for an advantage.
But it's so strange because often it's like the weight class is like 160 pounds. So it's two guys that are 180, both dropping down to 160 to fight each other. Then at 180 again because they put on the weight. It's like, well, why didn't you just fucking say 180 and not drop any
because
weight?
if you're 160, you don't want to fight someone who's actually 180.
The freaky thing about watching you and all the other boxers do this is like you see these like grown men develop eating disorders for a couple of months.
Yes.
It's just like the strangest
Well, mine
thing to
wasn't
do
a
to
couple months.
yourself.
Mine was 2 days, so that was fine.
Yours, I don't know how you got away with any of that. Like you were so last minute.
And so casual. I remember you landed here and we're like, all right, Alex, like, what do you need to eat? Like, what kind of a diet are you on? You were like, oh, whatever. We're like, what do you mean? Like, you can just eat
I
whatever
think
you
I'm too
want.
optimistic about everything and it seems to work.
Somehow. So you got down to 185?
185.8.
In 24 hours, so the weigh-in's in the morning.
Yep.
And then you fight the next day.
The next day at night. And I estimate I was probably more likely 194.
So you
193.
literally lost, like, you gained 10 pounds in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, probably just in water weight.
That's insane. That's, like, actually, like, ridiculous.
Well, Michael Reeves at the weigh-in, he had to drink like a gallon of water to gain like 3 pounds.
He was
right?
like drinking water, not pissing, not shitting, just like cramming as much into his body as possible because the regulation won't let you box if you don't.
If you're not within the
10 pounds.
10 pounds, which is a lot already.
Yeah.
So I was probably technically within the 10 pounds at the fight.
It was funny seeing the two of you because you were complete opposites. Like you were watching him drink and being like super jealous because he was incredibly thirsty, and he was just like about to vomit. He's like, I wish I was Alex.
After being there and sort of seeing all the behind the scenes in the locker rooms and everything, I really don't know if I would do it. Like, I still like the idea of having the goal and training and getting in shape, but it was a very like emotional experiencing, like watching everybody go through all that, you know, and seeing the ups and the downs of some people being very, very happy and some people being very upset. You know, like I remember like after your fight walking into the locker room, like James was like so upset after he lost your guys' fight. Like he was very, 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 very upset. Like kind of beating himself up, and it's like, how do you sort of like console somebody like that? Because it's like, you know, you still got into the ring in front of
like that's it. Everyone participated. He did so well, like, and trained for so long.
Yeah.
It's like,
But it's, you know, it's and seeing all of that, like even Alex Ernst, like watching him.
Yeah.
Because I was just like followed him with the camera to film for him.
And that was a brutal fight.
It was
Yeah, it
super
was-
brutal.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And there's a clip. I have a clip of him. Like we come into the locker room. I'm sort of following him and trying to get all that. And he like looks at me, and it takes him like 3 seconds. He's like, "Oh, it's William." And I have like a tiny. I don't have like a big camera. Or
so he
anything.
was that zoned
Yeah,
out and focused.
he's like
and
totally out of it, and
Yeah.
it was like, you know, getting him basically to just like get into like a change of clothes and like sit down, get the gloves. It was like almost having like a little kid,
yeah.
you know, like sort of very just out of it and exhausted and like just totally fried to the point where you felt like you were dragging someone out of like a root canal who was just, you know, coming on the down from
Oh my God.
the anesthetic or the what
Well,
do they give you,
his
the
was-
laughing gas?
Nitrous.
Nitrous, yeah.
Well, his was so long that I imagine both him and Ryan would have really been a little bit out of body almost.
Yeah.
Like to push through that would be horrible. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why boxing movies end right when the match
Yeah.
ends, like the last round ends and the movie ends, because you don't want to see all the stuff that comes
Yeah.
after.
before they show the concussion and the
Yes.
dementia,
Well,
like
Matt, I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, whatever. We were there. It's our experience. Well, Matt Watson went to the party afterwards,
yeah.
and then like 5 a.m. they called an ambulance, and he had a concussion.
Severe concussion.
Severe concussion.
concussion.
Like he was out and about after his fight, and he
Yeah.
got rocked really hard
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
Dad.
That was fucked.
And he's like out, you know, partying, and then just all of a sudden starts getting like kind of discombobulated, like
Yeah.
talking bad and not like words not forming and having trouble like answering questions.
Yeah.
And everyone's like panicking.
He seemed
Yeah.
fine at the party though. That was the most confusing thing. Like I was hanging out with him. I was all
He
That's
definitely
because we were all drunk.
Yeah.
So you're not
yeah.
you're not going to notice a guy's
Yeah.
concussion when you're smashed. Just like I think the symptoms are kind of exactly the same.
As being
Oh
drunk.
yeah, like
Yeah.
your words get slurred,
Well,
you
it's
lose
like-
your sense of balance.
Exactly. It's
Just
like
sort of like it almost feels like it could be like a, you know, like a rush almost, like after the fight your body's still, you know, hopped up on your
Yeah.
sort of
Well,
natural
I felt
painkillers.
like I was on drugs. After the fight,
Yeah.
I was literally like, I wasn't on drugs. Boxing
Yeah.
commission, I was
What
not on
is-
drugs.
What does your body do? I'm assuming this is how like pain medication works. Is it like emulates what your body does? Because your body does do stuff to numb pain.
Yeah, I didn't feel. You don't feel anything.
Yeah.
I didn't feel noise. That was the weirdest thing for me. I didn't hear anything. As soon as the fight started, I was just like, okay, this is very focused. And I was
That's
like,
very cinematic.
yeah, it literally feels a bit like that. And then then it finished, and then it kind of won. And then I was like, oh, now I hear noises again.
Yeah.
But I obviously heard them.
It's like your
It just
body, like, suppresses
Super
stuff.
focused on like just
Killing
swinging
this
your
man.
arms and looking.
Wow.
Like,
Because if you eat spicy stuff, right, like you can sort of get a high off of that,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel like that is like the same high that you get when you're like fighting for your life. Like your
Yeah,
body's like
it is.
literally drugging you up.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
It's like ignore all the pain because right now, like pain is bad until like you're gonna die.
Yeah,
and then
it's
at that
like-
point,
yeah.
like everything's out the window. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hurt yourself if you have to. Just live through
It's like,
this.
yeah, deal with the saber-toothed
Yeah.
tiger
Yes.
first,
Yeah,
and then once
feel
you're
the broken
done,
arm.
yeah, then you can deal with it.
Well, I had it because it was my first time using the boxing gloves, which are kind of lace up.
Yeah.
And what they do is they stuff you into these wraps, which are really tight. Put your arm in the glove, and then they duct tape it closed, right? So the commission knows. Then they sign it off that you haven't tampered with your glove. But the gloves were too small for me, so my right hand was completely numb. I felt nothing in my right hand, and it was also painful. So like pins and needles. And I tested at one point because I could see the skin there, so I got my tongue and poked it through. And throwing that to my head, I couldn't feel anything. But the end of my fingers were like on fire. And I was like, could feel it. But then as soon as I got into the match,
Nothing.
Nothing. Then only afterwards, I was just like, my hand hurts.
Did
Like,
it
get
hurt
me
at
out
all
of this.
after taking the gloves off?
For quite a while, for like an hour. I think I had it where it was still tingly. Like,
How long were you licking it after you took your gloves off?
Oh, just for days.
I miss
Yeah.
this so much.
Yeah, it's weird the way
there's
your
old
body
Andy.
copes like that.
Yeah.
Selects different things to be like, ignore this, do this. Like,
Because like seeing some people the next day was like almost comical because like Ryan McGee's nose was like it just his face changed completely.
yeah.
And like Ian had like a black eye. Alex had like a black eye the night of his fight.
Yeah.
And the next day he had a second black eye.
yeah.
And like Ian's face, like his whole forehead was just like
Yeah.
it looked like some Giga brain going on.
It
Yeah.
was scary to see.
it definitely made me reevaluate.
Whether you want a box or not.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it'd be cool to just train sort of like up to the point where you could like do light sparring, like just touch sparring or something. I think that'd be neat.
And then not sustain any head injuries.
Yeah. I don't know if that's like a thing, if you can do that, but that'd be cool.
You could do it. I feel like you don't need to hit with power. You can just, if you can touch someone's head, you could have punched them in the head harder as well. So I feel like,
I feel like even a light head punch is gonna suck.
It does. It still sucks. Yeah. It all sucks.
No, now that you're done with your fight, how many times did you get hit in the head when you were sparring?
I mean, I think it's probably somewhere between 50 to 100.
Wow.
Really, like good hits on your head.
Good hits, like one that gave me black flashes, probably 20.
Wow.
What happens when you get really hard? Is it anything similar? Because I only know it from like Looney Tunes. Do you ever get like little birds flying around?
You literally see there are stars. Like sometimes you get it, and then afterwards you get these things. They look like floaters, but they're like shiny and silver, and they kind of go like.
I think I see those when I like don't breathe enough.
It's a blood rush thing. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's the same as that. It's like that, but you get it in just. Yeah.
Hey, Will's
you're
training
like a boxer.
already. He's training for next year right now.
This is nice.
You know, the only time I've been knocked out was when I did it to myself by doing that. I was showing a kid that I could make my face go really red by holding my breath and going and squeezing at the same time, and I just passed out and hit my head on the seat.
Wait, you passed out in front of a kid?
Yeah, I
In
was a
school?
kid. I was
Oh,
a
you
kid.
were a kid. Oh,
Hey kid, come see this.
watch this. Boom, you just fucking pass
I'm a
out.
famous YouTuber.
Hey kid.
He's got like lifetime trauma from this incident with this grown man just collapsed in front of him. Thought he was
Just
dead.
kills himself in front of a kid.
Oh my god.
Do you reckon you could kill yourself by doing that hard enough?
No.
Just
I feel
so
like
hard you have a brain aneurysm.
There's probably
Maybe.
I feel like just by statistics, there must have been someone in history who was like really old and was like died of like an aneurysm just at the right moment, where he was like, "Hey kid, pull my finger," and then he pulls his finger and he fucking dies. I feel like just statistically that must have happened.
Oh my god, I killed him!
blood just comes out of his eyes.
Like vomiting blood everywhere.
He just dies.
That's gonna be us at like 3 hours after eating that chicken nugget.
Oh,
I'm the only one who swallowed though.
How do you feel?
I feel okay. I feel like
You feel better than usual?
I think eating the regular nugget kind of inoculated me for the aged nugget, so I'm
you don't
probably
know.
fine.
And I'm not inoculated.
Says man diagnosed with monkeypox.
Oh, no, we found the origin.
Yeah, this is
98
patient
forward.
zero.
No.
What's the tier on the Patreon to be alerted of a ground zero pandemic
Ooh,
event
that's a
on the
very,
podcast?
Very, it actually, it's just you don't even have to be. It'll just watch this episode.
And they'll know.
I don't know where it started.
Man, I wonder if I feel like the eating the chicken nugget's a good Patreon push. I feel kind of like we spoiled it by putting it at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, how much would it take to mail someone the rest of that nugget? That's worth something.
Probably just getting top comment.
Oh, okay. Half
But
of it left.
you'd want them to eat it, right?
They can do whatever they want with it.
I want them to eat it.
Yeah.
But we'll never know either.
Put it in a shadow box and hang it on their wall. I have. Did you see my wall next to the computer? I'll show you later.
No, what have you got in it?
I have a bunch of like framed items. I have a tube of chapstick that Mark Rober used. In the egg drop I did.
That's very good.
I kind of want to redo that. The boxes aren't super nice.
Has Mark ever been to your house and seen it? That would be so good if he doesn't know and he comes in.
I wanted to make a shrine for him, like making a video where like building a shrine for Mark Rober, and then like getting him there, and he's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "My collection," and now it's complete. And I like put him in a glass. I've got Pokemon cards that I spent $1,000 on Pay Money Webby Stream that are
I saw
absolutely
that.
garbage.
They were horrible.
Yeah.
Did anyone make money on that?
Oh yeah, some people. I think there was a Charizard.
Can I put my leg out the window?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
numb.
Oh, yeah.
You can deal with a numb hand. You can deal.
There you go. Nice.
Ooh,
yeah.
There's a piece of carpet that has pudding footprints pushed into it
That's good.
from pudding Roomba video.
Mm-hmm.
Just some nice.
These are all on the wall.
Yeah.
How did I not see them?
It's like I can like. What's sort of the most garbage things you can put in a nice frame? And put on the wall?
That's why you're getting the portrait of Alan framed.
What? That's a beautiful portrait. I do
and
think.
Alan's not garbage.
Yeah.
Take that back.
I'm trash. There's a technical difference.
Yeah, you're gonna be I'm gonna give you this painting and you're gonna like it. I don't have it yet. I'm gonna save it for the next in-person podcast to give you the frame.
Okay. I wanna change some of my icons to the picture on the painting. Actually, I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's the greatest compliment.
There's one picture I need to brighten up like the actual painting because it's a little dark, but like it was on Nigel's phone and Matt Watson took the picture, and it's because I was wearing the same shirt as what you painted,
Right.
And so like Matt held it up in perspective so it lined up with my actual body,
Right.
and it just ends up being like this most cursed image ever because it's like this like horrifying because Will's not a very good painter.
Yes.
I like the effort though.
Thank you.
And so it's this kind of like hobgoblin version of me in a painting,
Yeah.
but he's holding it up to my real body. So it's like this awful like blend of like mixed media, and I really like it. I want to turn that into an icon picture for something.
Just like weird goblin
Yeah.
Alan. Alan, but he got hit in the face with a car.
Yeah, it's like in Multiverse of Madness when they're like passing through the different dimensions.
it yet.
Okay, well they pass through different dimensions, and one of them is just like
Smushed face.
yeah, mutant smushed face dimension. That's what it looks like.
Multiverse of Madness. Was this the movie? Is this one we watched?
No, we watched
Doctor
everything,
Strange.
everywhere.
Oh, I want to see that one.
It's all right.
Pretty
It's like The
interesting.
Matrix, but they're Chinese. That's
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Yeah,
I'd watch
it is
that.
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Was it better than Matrix 4?
Oh, yes.
Surely.
Matrix
it was better
4
than Matrix 2 and 3. Not
Look,
better than Matrix 1.
I watched Matrix 4 on an airplane, and I gotta say, it's not good. But it's
Yeah.
also not as bad as everyone says.
I thought it was
Not that bad.
horrible. I stopped watching it.
What?
I
Wait,
thought
were
it
you in a
was-
cinema? You walked out?
No. I downloaded it.
He was on a plane and he jumped out of the airplane.
I killed myself. It was so
This is
bad.
my review of Matrix 4. I watched half of it on an airplane, and then the airplane landed, and they shut off the entertainment, and I haven't gone out of my way to watch the other half.
Yeah, luckily I started watching about an hour before Will did, so I just finished the movie.
What did I watch? Do you remember what I watched? Did you see?
I don't remember.
That means I didn't watch anything good on the airplane.
Oh yeah, I had the middle seat, and it was very sad because I was praying that we'd have an empty seat next to us. It didn't work.
Yeah.
There is no God. We determined that
yeah.
I thought
experimentally.
COVID would like clean out a couple of those
No,
seats.
They
you know?
dude, that
The-
plane was crammed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you keep anything from your videos? I like the collections.
So I've got my giant Beyblade because I think that's the only thing that's not like kind of made of lots of different parts. It doesn't
Yeah.
fall apart. You can just kind of tuck it away. And I think that's it. That's
Oh.
I know,
literally it.
like Michael takes a lot of stuff. Reeves, like he has
He keeps a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so like anything that is got something he can take from it. It's like we did the car video, which I still haven't posted, but he like cut off a piece of the door.
That's pretty good.
Whoa.
and kept
Right,
it.
because it had sperm written on it, right?
Keyed into it.
Keyed the word
Yeah.
sperm into the side of the car.
Actually, I realized I've got the small stuff. I've got my first video, which was making a scorpion bottle opener.
Right.
And then I've got the spoon, which was made with another spoon. I have that. And
Have you
that's
used
it.
the spoon for like practical purposes?
Yeah,
For
my
soup?
auntie actually used it to make guacamole because she didn't know it was a sentimental item. It was just in my kitchen. Actually, that's a fair assumption.
Yeah, why did you
It's
leave
just
it
a
in your
wooden spoon.
kitchen? Left
'Cause
it
it's a
in a
spoon.
drawer in the
It's where they
kitchen.
belong.
No, that's the spoon that my grandfather dug out of a pit trap in Vietnam with.
Can't use that for guacamole. But that's it.
I feel like it's so easy to just accumulate a bunch of crap.
Yeah,
Yes.
And
definitely.
that's like I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at throwing stuff away. It still can be really hard sometimes. Like there's the wooden bike that's just in the garage. Well, there's the battle bike.
That
You can't
looks
throw
cool
that
though.
away.
And it, can you still ride it?
Yeah,
Is
it's shit, but you can.
Yeah, I have actually. This is probably a good time to confess something
Okay.
to William Osman,
Oh no.
because I know that you have a hard time throwing things out.
Yeah.
So do you remember years ago when a backyard scientist wanted to do a video with an office chair? You remember the
Yes.
the pistons?
Oh, no.
Do you know where those are right now, Will?
Did you take those pistons?
I threw them out.
Oh yeah.
I threw them out months ago,
That's
Will.
so good.
You never
I
noticed.
think. I'm so glad you did that.
Why did Will want them?
No, it's not that I want it. It's that I didn't want to be
He
the one
couldn't
to
throw
it
them
away.
out. He could, and so one day, the garage was being organized, and Will wasn't there, and I was in the garage, and I found the pistons, and I was like, I'm gonna do him a favor. I'm not even gonna tell him. I guarantee he'll never notice. I threw him in the garbage.
Do you
Throw
do
him in
that?
the garbage myself.
Do you do that every time you're?
Hello.
Hi, I was calling to let you know that your frame is ready for pickup.
Oh, awesome. We can pick it up today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Wait, ask Chelsea to get it. Wait, let me call Chelsea. Chelsea's gonna be so mad.
Is that you? Is that you? That's a framed picture of Alan?
Yeah, it's the picture of Alan.
Wait, you got it framed at Michael's?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
wait.
Is
legit.
Michael's fancy?
No.
No, but I mean, it's already too much effort.
It's really bad because I spent about 50 times more money on the frame than I spent on the painting. Let me call Chelsea. She's gonna be very upset with me. Editor,
But it's odd.
depending on how this conversation goes, we might have to edit it out of the podcast.
You just have it up.
Chelsea,
Why
I'm
is
stuck-
she
I'm
in
stuck
your
a
phone as
car.
Chelsea wife Osman?
She
Do you not remember that she's your wife?
Hey, can you do me a huge favor? Do you want to pick up the picture frame?
Right now?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Well, that was
Oh,
easy.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, editor.
You
We
should-
don't have to cut that out of the podcast.
You should trap yourself in a car every day.
I know.
You get whatever you want when you're
I
stuck in
know.
here.
Wait, also, can you go to McDonald's?
We need more
Chicken
nuggets. We need more chicken nuggets.
Oh, I'm so glad it's done today. That means we get to show you.
Oh wow, live
That's
reveal.
exciting.
Because you have a new place and you don't have anything on the wall.
I have some stuff on the walls, but I would like to
Well, you're gonna
put
have to take it down.
I would like to have a picture of me on the walls, just so I know it's my place.
You wouldn't even need a mirror. You'll just have this painting.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
just look,
yeah.
look at it and be like,
Yeah.
wow, I look
I
great today.
Damn, I look good as
Every
hell.
single day.
Yeah.
Wow.
I look swollen.
I should see a doctor. This is great. Every day.
Yeah, I like keeping stuff. Like I like holding on to things. It's so easy to just accumulate crap. Like this is sort of a weird.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for doing that. Oh yes. That's the price I pay. I feel like I've probably said this before, but when the house burned down, the apartment burned down, I got rid of so much crap that I literally never would have used again. Like it was a very
You're saying the bushfire was a blessing.
you know,
what you're saying.
it was bad, but there definitely were some good things. Like I would keep just all sorts of crap that would just slowly start to break because I had nowhere to put it, and I'd just be like piling it up, and it all went into the atmosphere, and I never had to deal with it.
Yeah, I think it's crazy is that all that stuff happened and the wildfire still did not get to this Nugget.
Yes.
Wow.
That's the one thing you managed to keep.
Actually, this car probably would have burned.
What saved it?
The Nugget.
Chelsea was not doing great, and so I would say like during like a panic situation or fight or flight, I'm more fight and she's more flight. And
You thought you could fight the fire?
no, but
And she thought she could fly.
She wanted to just leave, and she was sort of not in a good mental space for like driving. It was like full panic.
Yeah.
And I told her, I'm like, we have to take both cars, because if we don't take both cars, like we're probably not gonna have both cars after this. And I was right, because definitely this car would have burned to a crisp if we had left it.
Wow.
But honestly, that may have been a good thing, because it is a piece of shit car.
No, but then where would we be sitting right now?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Maybe on like a comfortable
Tesla?
lounge or something.
No.
Lame.
No, this is much better. I love this car. The AC still works. It's got 2 rear-facing seats.
It can fit
Most of the doors still
four
open.
men lying
Yeah.
down.
And sitting down, you can fit 8 people
What's-
legally in this car.
Where?
Wait, what?
In the back, there's 2
1,
rear-facing
2,
seats.
3,
that-
4, 5, 6, 7,
Whoa.
8.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Oh wait, 1, 2, 3.
That's a
Okay,
perfect
okay,
vehicle.
okay.
Yeah, this is great. I love it.
But
Yeah.
I've still started accumulating too much crap.
Yeah. Do you know what I keep keeping, even though I know I should never play with them ever, is microwave oven transformers.
Oh, those are
I've
good
got
though.
6 of them in my
Wait,
garage.
where are you getting microwaves from?
Just when people throw them out on the street, I just
Mhm.
have my thing. open them up, just take out the transformer, and just leave them at rest of the microwave.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you?
You can hook them up and just amplify fucking quadruple voltage.
Yeah, you get like 2,000 volts and relatively high current.
Depends on how you hook it up, but yeah, you
Yeah,
could
can you
potentially
get-
get 2,000.
Yeah, I think I got 2,000. You get like arcs like this big out of it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking sick. But it will just kill you instantly as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I think that's the most common way kind of kids die.
Microwave oven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the U.S., it's guns and then microwave oven transformers.
We need to just cook our food the old-fashioned way. Damn kids. There's definitely. I feel like we talked about it with Styropar. There's like a threshold for like being a kid and doing something stupid. It's like if you do something really stupid, you probably. There's a point where you have to be like smart enough to know better to even get to a point
Yeah.
where you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're playing with microwave oven transformers, you are either going to grow up and be like an engineer, or you, like Darwin, weren't really meant for that world. And there's a lot of things in life that are dangerous that could kill you. And the more you try to stop people from doing them, the more they want to do it. And like, dude, people die every day doing stuff that's like not worth dying for. Why not just, let
Why not
do
just
more
die?
dangerous things? I mean,
Just get it over
This
with.
is gonna sound bad, but being dead's easy. You've been dead for like 100% of your existence, basically.
Not 100%.
Yeah. Well,
99.999.
No, there's a lot of nines. There's so many nines you would round up for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I don't know.
It's like
man.
point nine repeating.
You were
That's
dead
one.
as well, Alan.
Yeah.
No, not me.
Like, okay, would we have like rockets and satellites and space stuff without somebody dying? Like, no way. No way. There's no way you could have gone through all that history without somebody dying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're literally playing with explosives.
But does that mean it's a good thing, though? I don't know if it's like...
Well, I don't know.
Was the rockets worth it?
Dude, people kill each other for way dumber stuff.
Yeah,
than
no, you are
rockets.
right.
Like,
These rockets look cool.
if you're gonna die, like,
Yeah.
at least get something epic.
I would have killed the guy sitting next to us on the airplane just because he was
Just to get
taking
the
up a
access.
seat. Yeah, just so I could have. I would have if I could snap my
That was-
fingers and have
oh,
that guy
God.
drop dead. I would have. I would have done it.
That whole like there's 20 minutes, so we're literally the very back row of the airplane. Because Alan and I sitting next to each other. It was one of those flights we booked it so last minute that it said seats to be determined.
Oh God.
And so we're sitting in the very, very back, and we had the aisle in the center seat, and like people just keep coming and coming back, and like no one's sitting next to us, and the plane is literally filled to the brim. And then like 2 minutes after the last,
It was
person
the
came in,
last seat. That was the last open seat on the airplane.
this guy comes like just lumbering down, and we're like.
Yeah, the whole time I was praying.
Stop!
I was praying to. I told God that if we kept the seat open, I would build 1 million churches in His honor. And so now I don't have to build 1 million
and he
churches.
said no.
I know. I actually think it was like maybe a good thing that someone did take the seat.
Did
but-
you ask the man if he could switch?
There was nowhere
was
to
no other
switch.
seats,
So
yeah.
full 100% stuffed flight.
Wait, he just switched and put another person there. What are you talking about?
Could you find a smaller person
He
and
still
switch with
wouldn't
them,
have been
please?
that mad.
Yeah.
So like, if that guy was gonna die to have an empty seat or to die for like NASA to exist,
I would die for you so you could have extra empty
Thank
seat.
you. Then I would
do
kill
that,
myself because I wouldn't want to live in a world without William Osman.
Now
Then that guy's just
that guy now
celebrating.
gets 2 free seats.
Shit.
So much leg room.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I love doing things like the Airbnb and spending money to do that, but I will not pay for nice airplane seats. Like I will suck it up and save the even $120 for like the premium, like the emergency
Oh
exit seat.
no, I'll spend $120 on
Really?
that. Yeah.
I'd rather spend the $120 on like a king crab dinner
Yes.
than
Yeah.
extra leg room.
Well,
Have you ever done both at the same time?
No,
Got
but-
on an airplane with a backpack full of
Crab
cooked
meal.
king crab legs and just go to town?
Because you would cover everyone next to you with just sauce as well. Like,
yeah.
But you can do that. You can.
Yeah, there's no
bring
rule
king crab
against
legs
that.
onto a plane.
Can you actually?
I brought some horrible food on the plane.
Not
like
as
some
what do you.
old like cheesy steaks and things like.
What is
Why?
a cheesy steak?
Like so it was a veal schnitzel like rolled and it had like cheese on top of it.
Did you do it on purpose to like mess with the people sitting next
no,
to you?
it's just that I was on like the cheapest possible flights. It was what are they called? I was going to call it Squirt Airways. It's something else. What is it?
Spirit?
Squirting away across.
Scoot.
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 Yeah.
And it was like the cheapest ones you can get. And they
a dog dragging its ass across the
Skeet Airways. And they
Scat Airways.
and there's just no food. So everyone has to like set up a picnic essentially.
I remember I did that. I was 8 hours and there was no TV either.
Yeah.
Nothing to do. I didn't know there was no TV, so I just sat there, just. It's like just so funny trying to do
there's
something.
2 people in this world that I think would really have a bad time on like an 8-hour flight with nothing to do. It's you and Kevin.
I mean, I
start
did.
playing with the.
I did just read the manual for not the manual, the airplane, the fucking little instructional guide. they
Start
give you.
taking the airplane apart from the inside.
No, I did. I started scratching the window.
Kevin, backyard scientist, is riddled with ADHD, but you are also second most riddled with
Oh, they're
ADHD.
identical.
Yeah.
It's
Kevin, I think maybe because Kevin is medicated, you can tell when it starts to wear off, and it makes him significantly like grumpier. You know, we were filming the Dangerous Toys video.
Yeah.
At about like 6:30 or 7, Kevin just like, it's like the Gremlin, right? Where it's like, don't feed them after midnight. Like, you can just tell. And so I was trying to get as much stuff done up to that point.
Yeah, and I was trying to, because he said that we needed to do the explosives before 9 for the neighbors. It was like 9. I was like, Kevin.
Yeah,
That was fucking.
They ended up doing them at like midnight.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty
and then
late.
one of the card ended up being corrupted anyway. Like,
well, we got it.
oh, did you?
Yeah, I paid
Fuck yeah.
$350 and got all the corrupted footage off the card. This company did it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't want to mess with it anymore. Like, I was getting
Yeah.
stuff off of there, but it was like a nightmare. So I said, nope, just going to pay someone else to do it.
That's worth it.
Every time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think you and Kevin in a room with nothing to do.
Yeah. Well, we had it in the Airbnb. Like, as soon as one of us had a bad idea, it was me and Kevin. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, we should do that.
Yeah.
And then it just got worse and worse. And I remembered the exact same thing would happen when I was at primary school as an ADHD kid with my friends with ADHD. It would just escalate until one of us would end up throwing a rock at a kid's head. It's like, we were like, and then you have this moment of clarity. You're like, why did I do that?
Your attention span is so short that you forget to think about like the consequences of stuff.
No, it's that the consequences don't matter because the thing you're doing is too cool.
Right. Yeah, you just like, you're not even.
Yeah.
And then you start like doing like the fish ladder. You start going back and forth, climbing, like you keep escalating and going higher.
Did
and
you
higher.
throw a rock at a kid's head in
Yeah,
front?
I've thrown many rocks at kids' heads.
Wow.
To tell you how bad I was,
And you
I
blame it on someone
graffitied
else.
my full name into the slide at school. It just said Alex Apollonov. And then everyone's like, I
It
wonder.
sounds like you have
I
more than
wonder who
ADHD.
did
You might
this.
act-
Perfect crime.
It sounds like regular brain damage.
Yeah, it could have been.
That was before you got punched in the head. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, you know the worst thing I ever did in elementary school? Man, I love talking about stuff like this because it just like brings up these like repressed memories, like these like neurons that have been in the back of your head waiting to talk for the past 18 years finally get their chance to say something. There was I don't remember the specifics of it, but it must have been like 4th or 5th grade, and or maybe I don't know, 4th sounds right, maybe 3rd, and this kid that we didn't like was kind of like, it's hard for me to explain this now because like I don't really remember exactly, like, was he a jerk or were we jerks or was it like, kids are very,
Kids are so mean.
He was just wrong. You didn't like
yeah,
him.
so it was
Yeah.
a kid and we didn't like him and I don't think he liked us, and my friend had the brilliant idea to take the nuts off of the front wheel of his bike
Oh, I thought that was going somewhere entirely different.
Take his
to take his nuts off. So we brought him behind the back.
And we castrated
Got a
him.
pair of those like kid safety systems. We got his balls off.
Took hours.
But we took the nuts off the front wheel of his bike and we like dropped him into like one of those like sprinkler valve covers on the ground, and the kid was like riding home from school and like must have like riding his bike how you normally ride a bike, and I guess the front tire came off.
Fuck that.
Holy crap.
I guess.
No one saw it happening. It was you just...
I don't know, but we did somehow we ended up getting called like in trouble for it.
What?
So like when we were going to the principal's office, and I think that we just like threw this third kid under the bus, and then we just got yelled at, but he got in more trouble. We said it was him. And
Nice.
How did they catch you? Did you write Alex Apollonov on his bike?
I think that kids are really stupid.
Yeah, they don't even realize. Like, they think they're being smart, but they're like clearly not getting away
so
with it.
Obvious. I don't remember that even being my idea though. I just participated in it. It was someone else. It was definitely because like I don't think I would have been like
You
even
would have
known how
been-
to do that at the
You
time.
would have been the engineering guy. that
Yeah.
takes the shit
Yeah,
off
but
the
it,
bike.
I don't think that. I don't know. Maybe it was my idea. I don't think it was. I think it was one of the other friends' ideas. I know the kid that we like got thrown under the bus. It definitely wasn't his idea, but I think he did it. I don't remember.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
That's two crimes in
That
one.
was a bad.
Yeah, it's a bad story.
Wow,
story.
bad kid.
No one got hurt.
In my primary school, we had like a groundskeeper, and the groundskeeper had a learning disability, and he liked kids' toys, and he had a collection of Jurassic Park figurines in his office, and I saw them and was like, well, I like it. So we did a thing where he would always clean up the bins. So like I went around with some friends. We kicked over all the bins and made a big mess. So he had to go there. Then when he went there, I went into his office and stole every single one of his Jurassic Park toys.
Alex!
But the thing I didn't realize is like I obviously have a family who they're the ones with money, so they buy me toys.
Say, where the hell did you get
So I brought all these toys home. My mum was like, where the fuck did you get these? So I told her. So she brought them back to school,
my
apologized that her
God.
son stole them from the fucking...
I love that you're like honest but dumb at the same time.
Yeah, well, I knew it ended with my mum. She knew I stole them.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
I also stole everyone's Pokemon cards until no one had Pokemon cards left, and then everyone
This
was
makes
like,
so much sense.
Alex was the only one with Pokemon cards.
Were you that kid growing up?
Yeah.
He's that kid now.
I don't steal anything.
I would love to
What
talk to somebody that went to school with you.
Oh, God.
Bad.
I once tricked a kid who was much younger than me at the time to trade a real holographic Pokemon card for one that I had made myself.
Yes, I did the same thing.
I had a Squirtle, like a regular Squirtle, and I took the wrapper from I think like a Twix bar, like some shiny candy bar, and I like X-Acto knifed like perfectly around it so that the Squirtle was like around all the shiny material and it was in frame, and I glued it down, put it in a sleeve, and I traded it for like an actual holographic card. I must have been like maybe like 10, 11, something like that.
So it was either really good or the other kid was also really
Well,
good.
like I said, I think he was like 8. He was like a lot younger than I was. Yeah.
I remember. I think that someone stole my Charizard. I had a Charizard in a binder, and I remember like showing it to somebody or something, and then it was no longer in the binder. and since you're a kid, you're like, they stole it, but then the kid's like, no, I didn't steal it.
There's no proof as well.
Your parents are like, I don't give a shit. Charizard, like. Charizard can kiss my ass.
Yeah, but now you'd be like, that card was worth $100,000.
No. Those are only the really, really first edition.
That wouldn't have been the ones we were playing with in like
it
year
would have been
2?
like a couple years before us.
Oh.
I thought it might have been.
Oh, it makes me feel so much better. I've been
Yeah, I
like
don't care
reliving all
then.
these missed
Yeah, me
opportunities.
too.
'Cause I thought the same thing too, but it's not at all. Like it would have been like I think like the first edition, like I
Isn't it 1999? That was the first.
yeah, but when did you actually start buying cards?
Before that, 98 was when I think the first,
You
because
started buying cards before the first edition
not
came out.
started stealing
That's
cards.
amazing.
Let's see, when
No,
did
I think 99 it wasn't. No, I reckon 99. I was stealing people's Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Will's
7 then.
typing in right now. Pokemon Rule 34 Booba. I don't know what that means.
Pikachu's good. Nice. I can't believe they never showed this. Okay, the sealed first edition base set booster box dates from the Pokemon blah 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 blah. January 1999. So
Wow.
That could have been it.
Maybe.
You would have been 7 though.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah,
That's pretty young.
I was in kindergarten year. It was year 2, and kindergarten was 95. Oh, I was 5. So yeah, it adds up.
so
I was stealing $100,000 cards.
was it like 4th grade? When the hell was? You would have been older. You potentially could have had some Alan.
I think 99 I would have been 9 years old. So maybe like 4th grade.
Because I remembered we did like a Pokemon birthday party in like it must have been like 3rd grade or 4th grade. Were we buying first edition? No.
I think potentially
I think we
could have been.
Damn it. I could have been rich.
That kid.
They stole. Damn it.
Will, do you remember his name? You could call him out on the
It was
podcast.
a girl. I think it was a girl. And the fact that I can't remember even that is not a good start.
Wow.
Your case isn't looking very good.
That girl's
Screwed.
name was Chelsea Osman.
No.
Chelsea wife Osman.
Ask her now.
Yeah, when she comes back, yell at
Oh
her.
yeah, where's my painting?
Well, you'll see.
I want my framed
You're
painting.
gonna when she comes, you have to close your eyes though.
Okay.
I had a pretty good one, but I was in preschool, which proves I think I was a bit too dumb to collect Pokemon cards at all. But
I think there's 2 more nuggets. So 3.
yeah,
Oh,
There's a bug crawling around on him, but
that's okay. Yeah, that makes it better.
I don't know if you guys had in
Grab
preschool. You guys had like cafeterias where like
Preschool, maybe?
yeah.
I don't know if we had a cafeteria in preschool.
You had like a little room where everyone would eat and they'd give us food.
Yeah.
And kids at the table convinced me that it'll be really funny if I just started peeing into my plate. And
That would be really funny.
and it was hilarious. But I didn't do it discreetly. Like I stood up on the table and started peeing down, like into the plate. And I vividly remember this. I remember like the whatever it is, like the caretakers saw me and they're like sprinting from the other side of the room trying to like catch me midstream and like pull me away from the plate.
They like rip you off and you're just like peeing
all over the kids, yeah. But the most offensive bit of it for me was that they took me to the bathroom and they started pointing at the toilet like, this is where you pee, like not in the plate over here. And I remember thinking like, I know. Like I'm not an idiot. I'm just hilarious.
This
like,
is a joke. I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a horrible story. So I must have been in like middle school, and my family had gone on a road trip, like up northern California.
You peed in your plate in middle school? Wow.
No, this is gonna sound bad until I finish the story.
Oh, there she is. Wait.
Don't look at it.
Okay. I saw a big box though. It's exciting. I'm very excited about this.
And we go to a McDonald's to use the bathroom, and I'm like at the urinal, peeing in the urinal, and this dad comes in with his kid, and he like tries to use the stall, but it's locked, and so he comes over to the urinal, and takes his kid, pulls the kid's pants down, grabs his kids by the shoulders, and like holds them up in front of the urinal to have the kid pee in the urinal, and it's going everywhere. It's like all over my leg. It was like I was getting pissed. I literally didn't even finish peeing. You just see that and it kind of hurts when you try to do that. And I was out and never finished. I
never finished. You've never peed again.
Never peed again.
My bladder, eventually burst and it just slowly leaks into my abdomen and I sweat it out.
You pee out your butt.
I've had that though. Have you ever had that?
Wait,
where
you peed out your butt?
No. So I've had it where
so many things were said like right before I said that.
I'm about to go work out, and I have the feeling that I need to pee.
Yeah.
And I don't pee before I work out. Then I do a whole workout session, gets to the end, and I'm like, oh, I don't have to pee anymore.
You sweated it out?
And I'm just like, did I just sweat out all the fucking liquid from my body?
That happens, yeah.
Doctors, is that possible?
Wait, sweating out from your, like, bladder?
Can pee come out of your bladder and the moisture come back in your body?
I don't know, because I feel
like you could do that. I feel like that happens,
Had to pee, worked out, sweat so much that I don't have to pee anymore.
When it's your bladder, it's already processed to a point. Do they, like, do they take shit back out of it?
But you don't have urea on your skin. It's not like you fucking smell. Maybe I do. I smell like piss.
I'm keeping my eyes closed. I want the painting.
Oh,
Is Chelsea still
let's
here?
open this.
Oh, let's unwrap it in here.
Okay.
To make it even more chaotic.
This is very exciting.
Okay, so the audience is going to see this before I do.
No, I mean, you can unwrap it kind of.
Yeah. Because you don't have to, you can open your eyes. You can't, it's just wrapped.
But it's so big. Wait, this is so much bigger than the canvas that it was.
Touch the box.
It feels solid. It feels very.
This is
feels
heavy.
very a lot more solid than I would have guessed. Yeah.
Is it ornate?
It feels very textured. I feel like there's a lot of shape to this. Should I open it?
Yeah, open it.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, let me move these nuggets.
Okay. Oh, this is very exciting. So here's the back. Oh, it's huge.
Oh, this is the back.
Okay, so then the front is on that side,
Are
right?
you showing the audience?
Yeah,
first?
so then there's a piece of cardboard.
Whoa.
All right, what does it look like, Alexa? I'm going to judge off your reaction.
It looks so good.
Okay.
It looks so much better than I expected.
Coming around. Oh, dude! This is actually excellent. Oh my god.
We were in there for like an hour trying to figure out like different combinations.
This is definitely this is actually the most incredible bit of wall art I think that I've ever owned. Oh yeah, Alex, look at it. Alex, look at it. Look. All the proportions are perfect.
They've never made a frame like this.
The guy,
This is the
guy
wrong
was so
size.
confused, and he was like worried. He's like, "This is gonna be expensive," and I said, "No, no expense will be spared
This is
on this."
so dope.
Dude, that's a
Holy
nice looking
shit.
frame.
The thing is, you actually painted that really well.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Yeah,
you talk shit about Will's painting. This is really
Well, this
good.
is before it was shaded.
Yeah, the shading actually adds a lot.
Spent about 3 hours on the upper lip.
No, there's individual teeth now.
I gotta laugh at it, Chelsea.
Holy crap. That's amazing. I didn't have
This is
individual
great.
teeth before.
So we were looking at different frames, and originally I wanted to do like a gold ornate one, but then they said that would take like 2 weeks because they get it shipped. Like it gets manufactured in
God.
Texas, and then it gets
like
shipped
actual gold.
here. Probably paint.
Oh, yeah.
But so then we were looking at like the different backdrops of like red velvet or like black velvet, and it was like turns out that they had just enough stuff to do exactly this off the shelf
Black's
frame.
good because it looks like it's floating in a void.
Yeah.
It's actually beautiful.
This is great.
I feel like when Bobby Duke Arts or like ZHC or someone's like giving someone art. I feel like
This is
that
what it
right now.
should be.
Yeah, this is awesome.
You're getting that Tesla as well.
No, I don't want the Tesla. I only want this.
The total death.
This looks like a representation of, when you die and everything's black and you see that light at the end of the tunnel?
This is what I see at the end of the
This
tunnel.
is
we all
when you
see.
get murdered by Alan.
The last fucking thing you ever see.
The gold frame with red velvet was really good, but it kind of looked more like a pirate ship. This sort of gave me vibes of like it's really isolating the picture. So the picture is incredibly important.
Yeah, it makes a very, very like strong focal point.
Yeah.
Like this is like we're not showing a picture frame. We're showing like
You just need a foot of framing on each side.
yeah.
God, I hope we have a World War III and that this is the only thing that survives
Yeah.
and future archaeologists find it buried in the
This is
rable.
like straight out of a Scooby-Doo mansion.
Yeah. And this is worth like $1 million.
Yeah.
And you've only done one painting. Like,
There's one more piece too coming that isn't done yet.
Wait, there's more?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What else
It's a
could you
I know.
possibly add to this?
placard.
oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not to put on it, but to put next to it.
Oh wait, I think I know what's on the placard. I think that's
Yeah.
actually gonna be really good.
It's super. The placard's fucked. It's.
You better put this up, Alan.
No, this is going up. This is going up for sure.
Nothing on his walls he needs to clean.
I have a couple things on my
Yeah,
walls.
there's a blood splatter on his wall.
Oh yeah, okay. I've got a spot for this
I
for
actually
sure.
really like.
Yeah,
this is
that's
really,
really
I
nice.
think this is really
Cool.
funny. It makes
It's
me
like
wanna do
real
more.
art. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually super dope.
Order food.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Food.
Snapper Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good, whatever that is.
Yeah.
We just get tacos. Let's just get a bunch of tacos.
How about you guys just add what you want?
Wow.
We all. We're at an hour.
We're at an hour. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Perfect.
Wow.
Wow.
Shall we just all disappear then?
Look at the time.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna wait.
I can feel my spine.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Thank you, William
You're
Osman, for my painting.
That's so nice.
That's very nice. How did I attach it? It's glued.
It's glued on.
Never given me
It just rips out.
Fuck that.
What are you talking about? That's not true. I gave you thoughtful gifts before.
You gave me flowers yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
The shirt, but you never remade it after it burned.
Oh.
Oh.
Who burned it?
The wildfire. She I set the bar too high with that present. She had a shirt as a child that had a piece of art from this artist who draws like cats. And I found the artwork,
Whoa.
but I couldn't find a way to buy the shirt again because they weren't selling it. So I don't even feel bad doing this. I just made my own version of the shirt, like a one-off for her. And like I think custom or one of the websites I tried to have do it like refused to print it because they said it was copyright art. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but like I can't buy the shirt again.
That's very strange.
And so I
But
just
you tried to contact the artist.
yeah, I tried contacting the artist too, never got a hold of them. So I was able to just have it at a local print shop who didn't give a crap about copyright. I made one shirt too. It was like
Yeah.
come on.
I'm not making money off this.
Anyways, I made it for her and then she cried and that was the best present I ever gave her and she always talks about that when I give her worst presents.
Well, no, that means you only had to get that one because like it's enough present like goodwill for the rest of her life.
That's my gifts for Chelsea are like roller
Wait, are
coasters.
they gifts without any occasion. The flowers yesterday were just for.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Because I went and got food and it was gonna take 10 minutes, and so I walked around and saw.
Oh, whoa.
Chelsea's making kissy faces right now.
Whoa.
This is
very handsome.
legitimately
in the
great.
painting. Just the painting. I'm joking.
What do we do for the Patreon extra?
Play Magic the Gathering?
Oh, we can play Magic the Gathering. Yeah.
In the car?
No, that's great.
It's gotta get
For
out of here.
Patreon extra, we're going to play Magic the Gathering. We should have saved the chicken nugget for that, because that would have pushed more people to give us your hard-earned money so that we could use it to do things. Actually,
What if we what if we each sign a magic card or something?
Whoa.
oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we
we'll,
each suck a magic card?
Like
we'll,
we
we'll put a
each
magic card in our mouth and then we'll send it to one of you.
our favorite magic card. We'll suck on it and then sign it.
We'll buy a Black Lotus.
Yeah.
And we'll all suck on it.
yeah.
Put it back in the packaging.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys on Patreon, where we're gonna play Magic the Gathering.